Thank you for joining us here today at Lakefront Brewery Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We're here to look at your old C-Series pumps and show you how to convert one to the new Ampco CB Plus seal design. This seal design was created to help alleviate leaky pumps below the brew house, specifically on hot wort applications. The main thing about this seal is to eliminate the crystallization of that wort on the seal face, the cavitating seal faces, as well as keeping more liquid around the seal face during operation. So I'm going to show you how to break down the C-Series pump to take out the old D-seal style in there and replace it with a CB Plus. So let's get started. First thing I need to do is remove the casing and the coupling guard. To remove the casing, go ahead and take off your casing clamp. Remove your casing and place this aside. Then take an adjustable wrench and remove the one bolt holding down the coupling guard. That'll pop right out. Now, to remove the impeller, we'll need to lock the stub shaft out using a 3/8 inch round bar. We'll take our socket head, confirm with your manual what size you need per the size pump you have, and we'll go ahead and remove that impeller nut. And your impeller should slide right off. Now to remove the back plate, rotate it slightly so that it's off the pins, and it should pop right on off. Place this one aside. Here on the back here you see what you'd have is a normal either D or DG style seal, this being the rotating part. We'll go ahead and just remove that. And also the spring, and we will remove the carry assembly as well. Go ahead and take Allen key and loosen the two hold down screws and slide that guy right on off. Now we'll go ahead and install the new style CB Plus backplate. They'll generally not come with the hold down pins, so you can go ahead and transfer those off your old pump backplate. Now that we have the hold down pins in place, we'll go ahead and install the stationary seal. To do so, we want to take a little bit of food grade grease and apply it to the external O-ring. This will help you slide the seal in much easier. Try to avoid getting any dirt, particulate, or grease on the face of the seal when installing it. If you do so, no worries. We'll show you how to take care of that in a minute. Go ahead, install it in. Take a rag and we'll press it into place. Make sure it's fully seated in there. Now, if you've gotten any dirt or particulate on there, you want to take a little bit of mineral spirits or rubbing alcohol, squirt it on there or squirt it on your rag, and just wipe that seal face clean. This will prevent any leaks you might have when reinstalling the pump. Now that that's installed, we'll go ahead and place the back plate. You want to be careful not to ding the seal face on the stub shaft when installing it, so be very careful. Go ahead and slide the pins into place. And then we can start to install the other sealing materials. First we'll do the new impeller gasket here on the back. Again, a little food grade grease allows you to stick this in place much easier. Then we can install a rotating seal face, which will come in several parts, including the face, your spring, O-ring, and backup ring. First, we'll do a little bit of food grade grease again on your O-ring. This is to ensure that it slides on easily. Install that into the back of your rotating face. Again, trying to avoid touching any part of that seal face. And then your backup ring is critical there, so you do not destroy that O-ring. I'll go ahead and slide this guy on very carefully. Next, install the spring. Make sure that your notch matches up with the notch on the seal. Checking to make sure that it's fully seated in there. Now we can go ahead and reinstall the impeller. Making sure that your key is still in the slot. Slide it right on. And then we'll go ahead and install our impeller nut, making sure to replace the gasket behind it. Now that our impeller is in place, we'll go ahead and lock it down. Again, taking your 3/8" round bar. And in this case, we'll have to take out our torque wrench because you have to apply a specific torque spec to these impeller nuts. Consult your manual to make sure you're doing the correct torque spec for the size of pump that you have. Set. Now we can go ahead and reinstall the casing and the coupling guard. Take your new casing gasket. Again, applying some food grade grease always helps. Make sure it's seated in the groove all the way around. And replace your casing. Now you want to make sure that this casing is seated properly. If it's skewed a little bit, you might actually pinch your O-ring and create a leak. So as you're placing this on, you want to go ahead and tap the casing a little bit, making sure it's properly seated. Now we can go ahead and install the guard, but first we want to check to make sure that you do rotate freely. We're good. And there we have it. Your pump is fully converted to the new Ampco CB Plus style craft brewery pump. This pump is now ready for reinstallation.